Hello everyone, today I will be informing you about technology and the way it has changed over the years as well as how important it has become. There are many things that are considered technology such as railways, gunpowder, and fire. Fire was first discovered and created about 1,000,000 years ago, but I will be informing you more about electronic technology like cameras, computers, and video games. This type of technology started to develop as soon as the 1800s. In the past, the development of electronic technology all started with the discovery of static electricity, which was discovered in 600 BC. Nothing was done with the discovery until the 1800s after Ben Franklin proved that static electricity and lightning were the same thing in 1752. This allowed for the first battery to be invented and created by Alessandro Volta from Italy in the 1800s. The battery allowed for the new discovery of a mathematical theory of electromagnetic fields by someone named Maxwell, which was called the law of electrodynamics. This law would be the idea used to create electrical power and electronics in the 1850s. The 1850s were the true start of rapid technological development, with the first computer being created in this time. The computer had very little resemblance to today's computers, but it was of course the gateway in the creation of today's computers, with the ideas of storage and processing, for example. The computer we all know about that can give us any bit of information was created much later in the 1940s, mainly to be used during World War II in decrypting secret German messages. All these developments were mainly to guide and help people, but then entertainment started to take over. In 1972, the first video game Pong was created, which redefined the ways we can use technology. In 1973, technology would continue to advance, with the first portable laptop being created in this year, almost a decade after Pong. All the computers and video games were not small either. The best computers would be multiple boxes of data that filled entire rooms. The boxes would be as tall as the door to your house and as thick and wide as your typical love couch. The rooms would be much bigger than your average living room as well. These computers were the ones used during many wars. As for the size of the video games, they would be a little shorter than the computer boxes of data. About another decade later, in 1992, the first touchscreen phone would be created, already performing and doing more than the computer before in just 9 short years. This phone was called the IBM Simon and was much smaller than the first mobile phone in 1973. It has taken about 150 years for electronic technology to advance as much as it has, from the 1800s to the 1900s. And the start of the 2000s will mark the beginning of an electronically focused world. The 2000s would show the fastest development in electronic technology, mainly for entertainment, with the iPod releasing in 2001, which was just an MP3 player back then. After cameras would also become a part of mobile phones in 2000, which was a huge quality of life improvement. After the iPod, technology would just continue to build upon what was already created. The past had many life-changing electronics, while the 2000s and even the present day did not as much. The 2000s focused more on digital content on the internet with social media. Facebook was released in 2004, YouTube in 2005, and Twitter in 2006. The first iPhone released in 2007, which revolutionized mobile phones and touchscreens. It featured the best Bluetooth, storage, screen resolution, and introduced apps which you can download from the App Store at any time. Fast forward to present day, and no new innovations have occurred. 2021 is very similar to 2007 than you might think. What we have today are just crazy improvements from the past. Like TVs putting out 4K resolutions while being extremely flat, while before TVs were boxes that did not show clear images. A single phone today has 5 times more storage than the computers that filled entire living rooms. You can find an answer to almost anything in the world with the internet and social media is now a huge part of our lives. What has improved the most in 2007 is the way we communicate with others through video chats and instant text messages. The future is believed to have the most crazy inventions yet. Foldable phones are starting to make it to the market, but what impact does this have in our future? It seems that the near future may just try new things with existing technology, for the most part, instead of trying to continue to build upon existing technology. The future still continues to shine bright, though, with the possibility of a sweat-powered smartwatch coming soon, believe it or not. All the technology created so far has been made with the idea of helping or entertaining others. Technology will continue to advance at a fast pace and will only continue to be more relevant in our daily lives by helping us gather information, entertaining us, and so on. But do you think it will become too much to deal with, too advanced to control properly, with human and animal robots starting to be worked on at this point in time? Thank you for listening.